Hey friends, it's Michael Kingswood, and it is story time. And I put that part up a little prematurely. Wanted to say hi first. This is a daily stream that we've been doing to keep track of the Kickstarter campaign for campaign season, Limmervale Chronicles number 6. And we are coming down to the wire on it. As of now, there's about 48 hours left in the campaign. I believe the campaign screen says 47, but that's because we've passed 2 o'clock and it's going to end on Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and now it's Sunday at 2:30. Funny how that works. Anyway, let's get right to it since I already showed it. So here we are. All right, so you can see we're creeping up a little bit. A couple backers in the last day, both small backers. Nothing wrong with small backers at all. More backers is good. And as you can see from the kick track page here, let me refresh it and make sure it got everything. You can see from the number of backers, we're starting to get that end of campaign surge, right? Begin at the beginning camp, first 3 or 4 days there, a bunch of backers, a few during the interim, and now we're getting towards the end and starting to get a bunch more. And I expect that will continue that trend since if Kickstarter does what it normally does, it should have sent out its, hey, don't forget that you were following this campaign. It's almost over. First round of emails to the people who are following the campaign, either 30 minutes ago or will be sending very shortly. And if memory serves, there will be another round of follow-ups on that once as we really near the end of the last day. So of the right now, there's 15 people following the campaign who haven't backed it, and if some fraction of them come over, we will see more growth. And as well as on the other side of things, as campaigns go towards the end of their run, Kickstarter shines more light on them. Which this is the main Kickstarter phrase. If you look, there's a little thing taking off, and then beneath it, the home stretch, where these are campaigns that are nearing the end that get broadcast. Now, I don't know what the criteria is for getting on this front page one, but just pulling up this Neverland thing just because it's one that caught the eye. This dude hasn't yet funded, even though he's got over 150 backers. How did he not fund with 150 backers? What was his? Oh, his pledges were, his reward tiers were all really small. So okay, yeah, low amount of bucks in that, so you acquire more backers. Whereas since I have more books going in my campaign, if you're selling six paperbacks, you can't do that for the $15 that this dude was doing for his campaign. So it's a little unfair to compare campaigns, but just to show you that clicks brought that up only to show that Kickstarter does have this place where they shine the light on people who are ending soon, or campaigns that are ending soon, rather, for what it's worth. It's regardless, we're at 300, what is it, 311% of the initial goal, which is awesome. Now, I set that goal because I expected we would be able to meet it and exceed it pretty quickly, and thus hopefully tune into the Kickstarter algorithms for greater visibility at the end, and we'll see how that works out. So life is good. No complaints on the campaign front. Other front, yesterday we released the Story Saturday podcast / video / whatever you want to call it there. Fences and Neighbors is the story in question, which I talked to you about before. It is the 6th story in Stories from the Great Challenge. Woohoo! And that's up on the YouTube channel if you wish to peruse it, which you should, because hello, it's awesome. I mean, yeah, let's check it out. It's right here. right there, Fences and Neighbors. Woohoo! Up there for everybody to view and see and enjoy. It's also on BitChute. And like I said yesterday, I'll be putting it up on the audio podcast here in the next day or two as well as getting the ebook and audiobook release for that and for the previous weeks. I'll be working on that this afternoon. Hopefully get that done. The Case of the Missing Rocker is ready to go. Just need to sit down and finish it. And Fences and Neighbors, it's all recorded, but I got to do the ebook formatting. And wouldn't you know it, this is the fun thing about recording the audio of these. As I was putting Stories for the Great Challenge together, I of course went back and reviewed all the stories, edited, did proofreading runs, and so in the past I have hired editors and proofreaders many times for my stories, and inevitably I would pay these people a couple $100 or however much, whatever their fee was. I don't even remember. And I would get back their edits and enter all the editorial changes and the proofreading corrections, and then I would send it to my mom, or I would just read it through, and we would find whole tons of errors that the proofreaders didn't find. Consequently, I've just been losing a little bit of faith in that process and doing it myself, and sending the drafts to other people to send me things that they find that I can correct. But like has been pointed out by every writer ever, you can do as many proofreading runs as you want, and there will always end up being a typo somewhere. And the annoying thing about going through these Great Challenge stories is, as I'm reading for the audiobook, I've been finding more typos. So consequently, I've been correcting manuscripts and correcting files, and it's like, darn it. How many proofreading passes do we have to go through before everything is flawless and zero defects? And the answer is infinite, because there's always going to be something that somebody misses. But it's still annoying. And the same was true with Fences and Neighbors yesterday. I found two very minor typos that didn't change the meaning at all and weren't misspellings. It was just like, it's just piddly little stuff, but it's annoying. So I fixed that, and I'm fixing it anyway. So that'll be fixed when the ebook for Fences Neighbors comes out, and of course the Stories from the Great Challenge manuscripts. Good thing about print on demand stuff is you can send it over and fix it for future personnel who get it, but still the initial backers have a couple typos that annoy me that they're there despite a month worth of effort getting the thing ready to go back in January. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too much more time here. This is just me griping. Other things, hit the cash flow goal for ride sharing yesterday. But now there's some bonuses going on. I'm thinking about maybe going out again tonight, just because going camping with my boy again Friday night and Saturday night, so I won't have the weekend press next week for cash flow. So padding the bank account now would be good. I don't know. We'll see if I feel like to it. It is Sunday. It's not the good time to be, not the preferred time to be going out and doing that, but we'll see. Regardless, the campaign here for campaign season continues to go well. 2 more days left, and I'll be sending out emails to all my various lists and previous campaigns this afternoon as well to say, hey, 2 days left, come back it. And I'll be poking everybody, and Kickstarter will be poking people too. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of days. If not much happens, already a great success. If we get a huge boost, even better. But between now and then, we'll see. There's not much to do except for do the best we can and see what happens. We are going to sign out now. We, the royal we, for you. I'm done. Done babbled into this camera for enough for one afternoon with not much else to say. Come back tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, we'll do this again. And go, if you haven't seen the Fences and Neighbors cast yet, go see that. Go buy all the books at ssnstorytelling.com. Go to michaelkingswood.com and sign up for the mailing list. Sign up to support the site for a few bucks a month. And like, subscribe, tell all your friends. Until then, until I see you tomorrow, don't do anything I wouldn't do.